Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, the college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Extending the play now. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this.
It's a fake. Looking to throw it. It's caught, but now can he make the first down? And he just runs out of bounds short of the marker. Then he loses track of the line to make.
What a bold call here by this head coach. I thought they might get it. It was a pretty good throw, but a nice job by the return team keeping him short of the first down.
They're going to run it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They move the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
The risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down. But what will be the play call?
Coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. To throw, it's Sellers. And he finds his target. He has the first. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quick throw to the left side. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking to throw it again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Jacobs. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Gamecocks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
How about that, Chris? The big man comes up with a sack. You don't see that every day. But give him credit. He got to the quarterback and got a sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Short throw complete to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback drops back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got it. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Hornet.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, but he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. And now another deep ball here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across midfield. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
First down here for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Looking right. This one caught. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense just 1 for 3 on fourth down tries today. Here comes a fourth attempt. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. They're 1 for 3 so far on fourth down attempts. Can they convert here? Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Horton. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Incomplete for a third straight play.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Operating an empty set. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Comes the Miami offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's Carr. It's Horton. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Off the play fake on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looks like he's going to run it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled up near midfield at the 48. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Rifles this football to the left. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now to try here for the extra point. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. And he'll set up to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Throwing for his running back. Dumps it down to the back. Caught.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Canes are in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle with the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws to the tight end. He makes the grab. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. No press here. The defense backing away. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. First down. We're going to throw the football. He slings this one deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot right here. He grabs it inside the 20. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. In the red area, it's Johnson. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they go in front here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a very quick throwaway. No man in the area, and here comes the flag for intentional grounding. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The Gamecocks will have to punt this one away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the fourth interception he's thrown today. Brings up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place and gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hurricanes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Looking to throw again. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. Now, your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A completion sets up a second down play. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Escapes the pocket. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First and 10 play coming up.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The shotgun running play call. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try a pass here. Finds his target. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds his man. It's Harbor. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Trying to extend the play. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Stopped short the marker after just a short gain.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a target, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
The pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. DB's backing off from the line now. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. Let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw yet again. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Sellers. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.